Welcome to part 23 of Let's Play Metal Gear Solid. I'll be doing the special missions of the 9th stage, the blowing up the power plant ones. Just get up to it. There we go. The first one is doing it without being spotted. The second and third ones are very similar. The second one is blowing up the power plant by setting C4s on in 4 locations. These locations are the air ducts, little cracks in the air ducts. There are 4 of them, and I alluded to them during my very hard playthrough. They're scattered around. They're pretty easy to find though. You just have to go inside every air duct, and when you see a crack, put a C4 there. The third one is almost the same. You have to put your thermal goggles on, I think, and you have to put the C4 in front of the entrance to the air ducts. There are some air ducts that will glow with your thermal goggles or something like that. But anyway, we'll find out. We'll find that out when we do it. Let's do this one first. These are your orders. Not being discovered is one of the basic rules of infiltration. Clear this stage without being spotted once by the enemy. Now the rations are almost useless. The only time you'll ever use them is if you get hurt by one of your own weapons, because the enemies won't hurt you, because as soon as you get discovered, it's mission over, and they don't hurt you without discovering you first. So we're just going down to the basement to the turbines so that Campbell can tell us to blow up the power plant. We have to do that first. And there's some C4 down there as well. Let's have a look around here, see if we're lucky. Yeah, that's good. It's actually random. The locations of the corners missing on the columns on any mode is random, so it doesn't matter what mode you're on. Every time you do this level, it's different. I had a practice go before this, and this one was not there. That's quite good that it's there, because then we can get them over and done with early. Yeah, don't need the gas mask here. I'll be using that niche on the way back though, not using the air duct, because it takes too much time. The 2 enemies who are here on very hard mode aren't there now. That item that we saw earlier in the last stage is a mine detector that we won't use. And if you notice, there's one of those there. That's in the basement area of the other area, so that's lucky that we saw that. We know where that is now, so we'll go there later. So we know where 2 of them are already, and the others will be on the way. There are no columns on the 2nd floor, so you never have to check the 2nd floor at all, unless you want the Nikita missile launcher for some reason, which you don't need. I'll skip through all this because he just says to take the columns out again. We already know that. On the next 2 missions, you have to talk to Campbell, because he tells you how to blow up the power plant, so I'll be reading those out. Number 4's instructions are to follow Campbell's orders. The cracks in the air vents one is easy. And so is the in front of the air vents one is quite easy as well, but not as easy as the cracks one, because you have to keep putting the thermal goggles on. Now, just wait in this niche and put our gas mask on, which I nearly forgot to do because we have to wait. There we go. And then run for it. Get a bit of revenge on him. Right. About to run out of air here. Right, there we go. Right, so first one is here. So we can just put this one here now. There we go, that's one. Remember, you're not allowed to place it anywhere else, so that means we have the right location that we were allowed to place it there. The second one, well, another one that I know is there, is on the other basement, near the puddles, near where we get the ID card level 4, so we'll make that one our last one, I hope, because then we can go all the way back quite nicely. It might be another one here. No, yeah, sometimes there's one here as well. Yeah, I mean, it's just random really. Wherever you see a column, it's possible that one's there. Yeah, in very hard mode, when we did it on very hard mode, there was one in this corner here, and on my practice go last time there was one here also, but it isn't there now. Might be one on the other side. Yep, good. Here it is. Good, that's the second one. So we just have to find one more now. These are grenades. There's a ration in the top right corner as well, but we don't need it because we already have a ration and we probably won't use it anyway. There's an enemy on the top left. He's the only person who's likely to spot you here. I've been caught by him once when I first did this, because he's really annoying. Because I didn't check my radar. Careful of these cameras, they can be quite irritating. There's no cardboard box. No, there's no. There isn't a corner missing on that one. There's no cardboard box, so the only way past these cameras without being spotted is to wait for the camera on the left to go all the way up the top, and then just sneak through like that. Because there's no cardboard box. That's the only way through that. That's the R5, which you don't need. There's some more C4 here, which we also don't need because we can only set some in this mission on the right locations. Anywhere else we can't set it, so we only need 4. We can't set more than 4 in the entire level. Right, might be one here. No. Don't bother going left. Just head up to the air vent now. That's it. There's no corner missing there either, which we knew from earlier. Right. There might be one missing where we found the that 2 lot of Nikita ammo. Firstly, yeah, there's a crack. We'll remember where that is. Although they do change location, the cracks. So there's no point remembering where they are. But just take notice of them. They're the cracks that we will need in the next mission. We place the C4 on them. Anyway, yeah, just check the place where we had to take that control panel out, and with the 2 Nikita ammos. And also, there's only 1 Nikita ammo on very hard mode, but there's 2 on normal. So we'll just check this area, because there's a column here, and you have to check it, because if you don't check it, it's likely there, but we have to make sure. No, it's not there, so just go straight back in. It's better to check and know it's not there than not to check and then have to go all the way back. So you have to check that place every time. It's just really boring crawling through these air vents. I hate doing it. I really do. Right, off we go. Another enemy round here. He's pretty easy to avoid. He turns right there. There are some grenades down the bottom right corner, but we don't need them. Right, yeah, don't go that way. Just some guns to avoid. The only place you want to crawl underneath the table is here to avoid these guns, because as it's normal mode there aren't as many guns. Yeah, in my practice go there was this corner was missing right here, but it isn't this time. So it looks like the last 2 in the basement area. There are no columns in the second floor. I don't know why I picked that up. Just for the hell of it. There are no columns in the second floor, so don't even bother checking the second floor, which is good really, because if you have to escape from the second floor, it's really hard because there's loads of sidestepping involved, which means you'll be more likely to get hurt. Right, trouble is, there's a few enemies. Yeah, there's one. I actually should have made that the last one, never mind. I only realised I should have done that when I just after I placed it. I should have made that the last one, then I would have been able to, to go up the lift, and then I wouldn't be able to get hurt much. It doesn't really matter too much, we won't lose much health. Anyway, I know where the last one is. It's in the after the air duct, near where we get ID card level 4. Sometimes the last one I get is, whoops, I don't know why I just did that. Yeah, sometimes the last one is in a really awkward place, especially in this mission because of the not being spotted stipulation. It's sometimes this the top right corner of that column. and with that enemy there, it's really awkward to get, but it is possible. I've done it a few times, but you just have to wait for your right time and make sure he's not looking to the right when you place the C4. He won't see you as long as he's looking down when you place it, and he looks down for at least 15 seconds before he turns to the right. So just make sure the other bloke's out the way, and then place your C4. But yeah, sometimes it's in that, which is a really awkward location. It's definitely the hardest one because we're not allowed to be seen, and he's likely to see me. Right, the other one was down here somewhere. I think it was up here. Yep, here it is. This is the last one. Unfortunately, because I made this one my last one, I have to run through more of the level to escape. So I made a bit of a mistake there, putting that one there. Never mind. Right. Anyway, I should have made the one right next to the lift, the last one. So now I have to run through all of this. But luckily the enemies are all gone though, so and going through the air duct there's no danger, so it shouldn't be too bad. I have a ration, but there's no enemies now, so there's no chance of being spotted. Yeah, I really should have made that one my last one. Although sometimes that awkward one is my last one, and it's not as far. So my advice is, if you see one right next to that basement lift, leave it. Luckily we can still go through the air ducts, but it just wastes time. We'll still have enough time to make it back to the start of the level. We just won't get as good a ranking. There's no danger going through the air ducts because no boulders come down, even though in theory with the whole plant collapsing it would be utter suicide entering the air duct, to be honest. Right. Yeah, we have to go all the way down here. Yeah, sometimes it's this corner, the one that's taken out there. Sometimes that corner with that enemy there. You just have to wait for that enemy just to make sure he's looking down. As soon as he looks down, go for it, because he won't. Yeah, you can run through that water. Because he won't spot you. Just make sure the man going around the bottom area isn't nearby. Place your C4, and then you'll get the phone call. And as soon as the phone call's over, all the enemies are gone. Well, as soon as the phone call's over, run up to the top of the level, and then you'll get another phone call with all the flames and everything. Yeah, amazingly the lifts are still working despite the place is imploding. You see, we still easily did it. We hardly lose any health on the boulders because of it's on normal mode. So, but that was a silly little mistake from me, choosing that one as the third place. I should have saved it. Anyway, that's the end of the mission. That was successful. Well done. The mission was a success. Proceed to the next mission. And we get a good 954. Right, and on to the next one. These are your orders. There is often more than one way to accomplish a task. Solid Snake destroyed the power plant by planting C4 on the columns, but there are other options. Follow Campbell's instructions and destroy the power plant. Do pick up the rations here because we might need them. The very few stipulations is you could be spotted. There's no time limit, no footstep limit. There's no damage limit or anything. You can do anything. It's just like the original one, except on normal mode, and you just have to take out the cracks in the air vents. And the air vents, the cracks in the air vents are very easy to find, as long as you, even though Campbell tells you where the cracks are and where the air vents are, all you have to do is just go through every possible air vent, and everywhere that you can go in an air vent, go, and as soon as you see a crack, place your C4. There's usually one crack per air vent. So it's pretty easy, this one. It just takes a while, and you might find it slightly tricky finding them all because the cracks are randomly located. Anyway, I'll read out this conversation because it's different. Snake, how's it going? Bad, Colonel. The perimeter of the main turbine is secured with electrified flooring. I can't get close to it. Damn, we have no choice but to take out the plant itself. Snake, take the power plant out. Set C4 explosives on 4 key points to destroy the structure. Notice alpha numerals like A4 and B1 on the wall. Those mark the different grid area inside the plant. We know that there are points of structural weakness under the flooring of areas of B1, C1, B1, B3, 1F, C2 and 2F, C3. You need to hit those with C4. Get inside the ducts to get at the points. You'll know when you reach it by the cracks inside the duct. How he knows this, I don't know. Don't waste any C4 on incorrect locations, which you can't anyway because it won't let you. There are only so many that can be set. Alright. Get to areas B1, C1, B1, B3, 1F, C2 and 2F, C3 from inside the duct and plant that C4. Yeah, it sounds harder than what it is because all those area names, but the area names are pretty easy to find. Some of them don't make any sense because there aren't any duct entrances in the areas that he says, but if you crawl around, the ducts go through those areas. So the first place he said was, I'm going to have to call Campbell again, the first place he said was around here somewhere. B1C1. This is B1A3. What else did he say? Sorry, I have a bad short-term memory. B1C1, B1B3. Yeah, just crawl through every duct. And as soon as you see a crack, place your C4. So get your C4 at the ready. You can't place it in areas that you're not supposed to. There it is. There's the crack. So we're not in the right vent. We can't get to there from here, but that's where it is. So yeah. But we'll have a look at everywhere just in case. Yeah, here's one. So here's the other B1. The other B1 was that we can't get to. Here's the first B1 location. There you go. You can set your C4 there. There we go. I don't want Snake crawling backwards because it's undignified. Yeah, there's the first one. So just crawl through all the air vents wherever you can go and just place the C4 on the cracks. It's remarkably more simple than it sounds. How Campbell says it. So there's nothing else to do here. Just go up the lift. You don't have to worry about the columns in this one. There's no air duct in the first floor of this area. So go back through through Pyro Bison's area. There's nothing to do here. You can get the other ration if you want it. That ration, of course, isn't present on very hard mode. Only the grenades are. And also on very hard mode, I think after you do Bison, when you go back through here, the grenades and ration aren't there. They're only here when you do Pyro Bison. Right. There's nothing else to do around here because there's no air ducts. You don't have to worry about that, but it still places them in random locations. No, I have to wait for this camera to go down. Don't worry about the area locations. When I first did this, I worried about them and just found the cracks were remarkably easy to find. There's no need to worry about where he says. I just go through the air ducts, and when you see a crack, just place your C4. Easy. Don't worry about the R5. We don't need it. There we go. Alright, there's another air duct here coming up. Just search everywhere you can go to try and find the crack. This will be the first floor one, if there is such a crack in here. So there should be. Check at the end of the dead ends. It's where they like to put. Oh no, there it is. You can just see it in the bottom of the screen now. So you don't have to go all the way to the left. It's just on the right here. They place them randomly, like the corner missing, like the corner's missing. So here's this crack. That's it. Right. If you call Campbell, he'll just say congratulate you on placing 2 or whatever, or 1 or 3. Good, 2 down, 2 to go. You've got to, yeah, there we go. It just says the locations again, which we don't need. I mean, they just made it foolproof, really, just in case some person found it difficult. But a lot of the times, the entrances to the air ducts, I mean, for example, this one is C4, the entrance is C4, and he didn't say C4, he said C3, I think, but the air duct goes through area C3. And if I'm wrong about that, then the principle is the same. Just because the air duct doesn't begin at the area he says, doesn't mean the air duct doesn't go through the area. So it's just you just have to go through the air ducts. It's harder on the third one, where we have to do it at I think at the air duct entrances. So we just need B1, B3, and 2F C3. Oh no, maybe you didn't say B1 C3. I don't know, whatever you said, it doesn't matter. So yeah, we just need one on the basement and the second floor of the other lift. No, don't worry about that bloke. That's it. Just in case he spots you when he looks to the left there. Right. Underneath the desk. And then go up to the second floor first. Yeah, there is one on the second floor this time, because there is an air vent on the second floor. It's the one that leads to the body armour, so we have to go all the way over there. It's the only air vent in the second floor, so we'll go there, and then make sure you leave the basement one for last, because that's the easiest one to get out of when the whole plant is crumbling down, imploding. So we'll just go and do this one. So we just have to do this nonsense again. I really do find this boring, this thing. It's interesting the first time you do it, because it's sort of it's good working it out, but once you know the route, it's just so slow and boring. There we go. Alright, go down quickly here before the man comes. Alright, the air vent is just here. Wait for this bloke. Yeah, on very hard mode there's a camera here, but on normal mode there isn't, so... Yeah, if you remember on the playthrough on very hard mode, there was a camera at that point. Oh good, the crack is pretty early on, so you don't have to go all the way to where the body armor was. Just place it there, then turn around. Yeah, there was a camera there. So yeah, as we're so close to the beginning, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back this way, because it's quicker, because there are fewer of those sidestepping things to go through. That's it, quickly before he comes, because I alerted him by stepping on those things. So I'm going to go back this way, otherwise I'll have to go all the way through where the chaff grenades were, then I'll have to do the Nikita missile thing, because that floor is still electrified, then I'll have to do the... can't get out of there, here we are. Yeah, then I'll have to wait for the alert to go down, and then reset the room, blah blah blah. So I'll just do this. Easy peasy. Yeah, because that was pretty lucky actually. The crack in that vent was pretty early on, so I didn't have to go very far. Sometimes it's all the way. They're always in the same air vents, just at different locations in the air vents, because the number of air vents is limited. Whereas the columns thing is different, because the corners of the columns are in different locations. You can only get to the corners by different ways. Like like the first column you see after you find out you have to blow it up. One corner is in one area and one is in the other area, and you can't get through the door. But yeah, but that was close. The cracks are always inside the air vents, and there's nothing blocking you off from the other parts of the air vents really. So you can always make it. So it's easy to do. Yeah, that's why I did that, because that floor is still electrified. All the other floors are sort of turned off, but this one's still going for some reason. I don't know, just to be awkward, because we have to wait for that one to go if we did turn it off. Anyway, down to the basement. The last one's in the basement, in the air vent there, the one that goes to the through the puddle area. There you are. Give that poster-sized switch a big punch. Right, there we go. You still don't have to have that horrible bloody conversation again where those soldiers say that the puddles don't look any different even though they have electricity running through them. Yeah, that's where it usually is. I'll just pause it there quickly. That's where that column, the corner missing of the column is. Well, not usually, but that's how I've had it very often. I usually plant my last one there. And it's very tricky with that bloke there, but as long as he's looking down, he won't see you do it. And he looks down for about 15 or odd seconds. So just reset the room, run down to there, quickly place it, and you'll get the phone call if it's your last one. And you should make this one your last one if the corner missing is there when you do this mission normally, and the not being spotted one. Of course, the corners are irrelevant on mission 2 and 3 of the special stages of this mission. But yeah, that's where it usually is. But as long as he looks down, he won't spot you, and he looks down for longer than you think. You always have enough time. Anyway, last one is in here. Hope it's early on. No, I can't see it yet. We'll have to try the dead ends. No, not there. I think we did see it, didn't we, when we first went into these, but from the different thing. Yeah, it was in here, but now we're on the other side, so we can place it now. So place it and we'll get the phone call. There we go. Blah blah blah. And then leave the thing. Then as soon as we leave the air ducts, we get the call from Mailing telling us that the plant has to be exploded now, then, or imploded now, whatever. And then we'll just have to run away like we normally do. But yeah, that's where I've most often had the corner missing of that column. That's why and it's the most awkward one when you can't get spotted. It's very awkward. It's a very awkward one because of that bloke standing there, but it's quite easy once you know how to do it. But especially after you set the previous 3 and you're so far through the mission, and to get spotted by that one, it's really annoying. But yeah, I've had that one so often that originally I thought it's always there, but it isn't. Well, all the enemies are gone now, so it's just a case of running through. So go down first. You can't run through the fire, so don't bother. It's like the electrified floor or the electrified puddles. It just sort of makes you jump backwards, and hurts you, then you can't go through it. You can run through this water, but not the one on the right, because that's electrified. There we go. Wait for the lift while avoiding these rocks, boulders, stones, whatever. Right. We should get a pretty good rank for this one. I mean, on my practice run through this, I actually got a terrible, believe it or not. I think I was searching for the cracks. Anyway, the third one of this with the thermal goggles is by far the most awkward. Although not the most difficult. The most difficult one is not being spotted. But it's definitely the most awkward, and I haven't had a practice run at that one. So, because I can't be bothered. But, yeah, so, I'll be interested to see what exactly we're looking for, because I can't remember precisely, but it's something to do with the air vent entrances, and you have to put your thermal goggles on to check that it's the right one. Anyway, well done, the mission was a success. Proceed to the next mission. Might get a conversation. Yep. All communications with Sergeant Jenner cease after this point. Sergeant Jenner was captured by Viper. He did the job himself to make sure she didn't evade capture again. After all, he needed her specifically as a surefire bait for Solid Snake. Oh, that's it. That's quite interesting. Oh, we get a good for this one. That's not bad. In fact, it's rather good. And on to the third one, on which I haven't had a practice run, so this will be quite interesting. These are your orders. There is often more than one way to accomplish a task. Solid Snake destroyed the power plant by planting C4 on the columns, but there are other options. Follow Campbell's instructions and destroy the power plant. Yeah, this is the one that involves putting your thermal goggles on. It's the most awkward, but not really the most hard, because again, there aren't any rules really, like you can get spotted, you can get hurt, there's no time limit or footstep limit, and there's no bomb attached to you, which is actually really annoying. There are other levels where there's a bomb attached to you as well. I really don't like those ones. Yeah, we've only had one at the moment, but I think there are another two more. I think when we fight Viper in the very last, in the 13th stage, there's one of those, and I think there's one in the next stage as well. Right, again, there's no enemies here, and this is still a mine detector. In normal mode, if you do this on normal mode, you don't have the mine detector. You get it here because you need it in the next mission if you didn't pick it up, but you don't have to pick it up. Why you wouldn't pick it up earlier, I don't know, because you need it. Right, I'll be reading this one. Snake, how's it going? Bad, Colonel. The perimeter of the main turbine is secured with electrified flooring. I can't get close to it. Damn, we have no choice but to take out the plant itself. Snake, take the power plant out. Set C4 explosives on 4 key points to destroy the structure. Put on your thermal goggles. You'll see the ducts in white. There should be 4 points at which the ducts are coming out of the wall. Set C4 above each of those. They are the weak point in the plant's structural integrity. I think they mean weak points. If you blow up all of them with C4 explosives, the plant should be destroyed. Don't waste any C4 on incorrect locations. We can't anyway. There are only so many that can be said. All right. Use the thermal goggles to find the spots where the ducts are coming out of the wall. Set C4 on all 4 points. Oh yes, I remember now. Yeah, this you don't set it at the duct entrances. It's where the ducts go underneath the floor, and then where that happens, place a C4 and on those, so on the floor where there's duct underneath. That's right, I remember now. Yeah, it's not where the duct entrances are. Yeah, this is the only one I haven't had a practice at. I haven't done this one in years. Right, so we want to put our thermal goggles on. Right, so you can see the ducts now. There's the ducts, and where it goes into the wall, that's white. So all these ones are going through the wall like that, but there's one going through the floor here. So we want to set it here. That's the first one. There we go. And you know it's right because we're not allowed to set anywhere else. So that's the first one. So we just have to keep going from area to area, having a look with the thermal goggles. It's the most awkward one. But yeah, I was wrong about the duct entrances. I remember now. Yeah. So there are 4 points where that happens. There won't be one in this area. Might be one in here though. You have to check. No, there's none in here. Yeah, they're in white as well, the columns. So just keep the thermal goggles on all the time, pretty much, and just switch to the card or the gas mask as needed. Don't need the gas mask anymore. Campbell doesn't say where they are like he did with the in the last mission, so you just have to check everywhere really. Hence why I said this one's the most awkward. Yeah. Check everywhere just in case. No, there's nothing. Let's go and get that ration just in case. It's well over here. No. Oh, there's one going through there, so you might have to go around here. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, and they're going through the walls. There's that bloke. He's going back now. So they're going through the walls, and there's one. I'll just do that again. There's one right through there where we turned off that floor, so I'll have to go there. So remember that. So I'll have to go there. Just open this door. That's it. And I'll just check the other areas. So there's definitely one there we need, because the whiteness goes over the floor. It's wherever the whiteness goes over the floor. The walls don't count because we can't walk over them. No, there's none over there. Let's wait for this thing to go up. Don't need the R5, don't need that either. Pretty much wherever you can see that there's whiteness going through the walls like there, that means there's one coming up. And there's probably one in this area just coming up here as well. So again with the thermals, that's it. Might be one right here. No, that one ends. No, there's none there. So we know where. So we've done one, and we know where another one is. Yeah, they're the cracks again. They don't count. And we know where another one is. So we'll just go down and do the one that we saw earlier, because that's in the. That's just down here, and that's 2 definitely done. Then the other 2 are probably, well, they must be in the next area with the other lift. So just keep your thermals on all the time, really, because otherwise you just have to keep switching to them anyway. And if you don't have them on all the time, you're more likely to miss one. So it's best just to keep the thermals on permanently in this mission, which is a bit horrible because everything's red. Right, there's the one we saw. So let's place one here. Lovely, that's 2. More than one way to skin a cat, as they say. There's more than one way to blow up a power plant. 3 ways, in fact. Columns with corners missing. Cracks in the air vent, which actually makes the most sense, actually, because when you see a crack, it's obviously a weak point. And where the ducts go over the... where they go over the floor, when they go underneath the floor, which also makes a lot of sense. The one that makes the least sense is the one with the corners missing, because I don't really know what a corner missing of a column is really. Why would they build it like that? It's a design flaw. I mean, they did it on purpose. he built a building with already design flaws in it. I mean, they're not even design flaws that they needed just to, to get around, like the air vent thing. I mean, that can be explained by the fact that they had to put an air vent somewhere, and the cracks, well, they had to put air vents, and they're going to be weak. But why they would make a column have a corner of it missing on purpose, I have no idea. Alright, looks like there's one round here. Looks like it's just here. Good, that's the third one. Now I'm hoping that the last one, yeah, there's one of the corners missing there. I'm hoping that the last one is on the basement, so I'm going to search the basement because I don't want it to be on the top floor because that place is annoying. So I'm going to have a gamble or wager here and just sort of guess, hopefully, that the last one is in the basement because that's the easier area to get out of. But I bet I'm wrong just because of Murphy's Law. Right. None round here. Corner missing there. Yeah, but why would you build a column with purposely have a corner missing just for no reason? The air vents I can understand. They had to put them somewhere, so it's going to be a weak point underneath the floor. And the cracks in the air vents, that's just because of air vents and their weak points anyway. But a column that purposely has a corner of it missing just because they built it like that. Why didn't they just put a whole column in? I just don't get it. Anyway. Whew. I have to run past this area again quickly. That's it. Right. Doesn't look like we're going to be lucky. I'll have to go through here just to see on the other side, but I'm hoping it's on the other side of this air vent, otherwise I know it's going to be on the second floor. But whichever one I would have chosen, I would have been wrong anyway. If I'd chosen the second floor one first, it would have been down here. Because that's Murphy's Law. Yeah, looks like we're wrong. Because there aren't any air vent sort of things going around here. Whoops, I couldn't see the puddle there. Yeah, it's on the second floor. There's no sort of whiteness going around. I had to check just in case, so it's on the second floor. Horrible redness is really starting to hurt my eyes. Right. Quick. Good. Was that one? No, it's just the column, isn't it? Up to the second floor then. Still can't get over that. It looks just like regular water. Like it's going to be like flashing blue or something because electricity is running through it. Its redness is horrible. In fact, I'm going to turn them off. Hopefully it won't be too far into this level, but it's obviously going to be nearby the air vent, so I'm going to have to go up to, at least go up to where the air vent is. Change for the card, there we go. Oh yeah, here's one, good. I was half sort of scared that it was further into the basement and I was having to go all the way back again. But yeah, it is there, but it looks like it's all the way over there, so I'm going to have to go right through the level perhaps. I mean right through the floor, unless it's down here. Actually, it could just be down here. No, it's going to the right there. I mean the left rather. Yeah, it's going to the left there, so Oh, we could get it here, hopefully. No, we won't. It's going up. We'll have to go all the way through the level. Right. Might be in here. No, it ends there. And now I'm going to have to wait for this. No, I'll just punch this man out. There we go. It's a good thing about that area. If you wait too long, you can just punch the man out and run across the floor. Right. Looks like it's probably in the area with the body armour, so we're going to have to go to the area with the body armour. Then we're going to come back and go all the way back the way we came. We're not going to go all the way through the and get the Nikita launcher through the electrified flooring, because that'll take too long. We'll just go to the body armour area. We're going to get a bad ranking for this, but we have to do it. And we're going to go to the body armour area, then go all the way back, and then go back the way we came to the lift. We're not going to go through the electrified flooring because it takes too long. And I'll have to wait for the alert to go as well, which admittedly doesn't take too long on normal mode, but I still can't be bothered. But the major reason I'm going back the way I come is because of oh, it's not in the body armour area. Right, that's annoying. I'm pretty sure I saw the whiteness go all the... Whoops. I'm trying to lean against that, you know, and it won't let me. Right. Why won't it let me lean against this? I don't know, I'll go down here. I'm pretty sure I saw the whiteness going to the left there. Oh well, we'll have to see what we can do. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. Pretty sure I saw the whiteness going to the left and then up a bit, so I assumed it was going to the body armour area, but it isn't. But it's definitely on this floor somewhere. This is what I meant by saying that this mission, a third one, isn't the hardest. The hardest one is not being spotted one, but this one is definitely the most awkward. I mean, the cracks in the air vents are easy to find. This is just... The thing about the air duct thing is that in this one is that you know where they are. You know where it basically is. It's just a case of finding the exact location where the whiteness crosses the floor. We're going to have to go all the way around here then, we have no choice. We're going to have to go through the electrified flooring. Really do find this thing boring. I'm glad I'm never going to do this again after this mission. Right, so there's the whiteness, so I assumed it was... I know you can't go through the thing... the sidestepping thing, it has to be on the floor that you can set C4 on. Yeah, I assumed it was going towards there. You see, I assumed it was going towards the body armour. I mean, not the body armour, the place to the left, you know, where those two guards are, one sleeping is, but it wasn't, and it wasn't in there, so I assumed it was where the body armour is. But it's not, it must be going through where the Nikita launcher is. At least I hope it is. Oh no, it's not. It's just down here, look. I didn't spot that because I'm wearing the thermal goggles. It's just here. There we go. That's the last one, yeah. I didn't spot that because I'm wearing the thermal goggles. I couldn't see that little gap. Yeah, good. But I still have to go all the way through there, though. Anyway. Alright. I imagine as soon as we get to the Nikita area, we'll have to... oh yeah, we need to go in here, don't we? I don't need the chaff grenades. Right, that's that done then. Right, let's go to the exit. I imagine as soon as we go to the next door, we'll get the phone call telling us to blow it up. Yeah, I assumed that was going through there, but I didn't spot that little gap there because of the thermal goggles. Does it just look white? So I don't need the thermal goggles on anymore because they're all set. Right, here's the codec call from mailing for the third time. Yes, we know, I'm taking a risk, but I'll do it anyway because I'm so manly. Right. Hear the C4 exploding. Right. Pretty good sound effects for the 8-bit Game Boy Color. I mean, for what they were, you know, for the hardware they were using, it's pretty good. Might need the C4. No, I'm gonna have to get the C4. I'll see if I need the C4. Oh no, I don't need the C4, good. Yeah, that blowing up thing has wrecked the... No, it's just turned it off. It's just turned it off. I think it's because the plant's being destroyed. It's not making any electricity for it, I think. That could be the reason. Yeah, it's not blown up, it's just sort of turned off. Oh, there we go. But yeah, it's a pretty awkward place to get out of when you're when all the the ceiling is crumbling down and everything. You know, the lifts they still work, but yeah, that's why I don't like escaping from the second floor. Anyway, this concludes this this video. As soon as I do this mission, don't need a ration. But always get it just in case. Might as well use one. I have 2 of them. No, heads again. I'm gonna get a terrible for this one, I know it. It's taken me 19 minutes, I think. Or 20 minutes, 19 20 minutes. Well done, the mission was a success. Proceed to the next mission. Oh, conversation, good. Do you find the training harsh? But this is all according to your own wishes. Isn't that right? Weird. Terrible. Brilliant. Oh, we took 15 minutes. Oh, must have overestimated the time. Obviously I did. Right. You know, that's the end of that then. Yeah, annoying, that mission. I just... where those air duct things are. So I get a good, and a terrible. Right, and then we'll be doing the 10th stage missions next time. If I can remember them, I think one of them is actually really weird. You'll find out next video. One of them is really weird and bizarre. The other one is doing it, I think, without taking any damage, although I could be wrong. And the other one is doing it with that bomb attached to us that explodes if we stop moving. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.